Discipline isn't what binds us, it's what sets us free. It frees us from the chains of impulsiveness and fleeting desires. Those things can control our thoughts and actions, pulling us away from the path we've chosen. Without self-discipline, you can find yourself lost in the dark corridors of temporary temptations and sudden emotions. The path of discipline, while tough and demanding, is the one that leads to success and lasting happiness. The other path is much easier. Just letting go will have the chains drag you along, but that path leads to a maze where you wander endlessly, never seeing the true light of happiness. Welcome to Twig, your man, where we explore, discuss, and dissect areas of practical philosophy for use in everyday life. Discipline is the elusive gem we all yearn for, yet it perpetually slips through our grasp like grains of sand. Each day unfolds before us like a vast canvas, offering us the freedom to paint our lives with endless possibilities. From the moment we open our eyes in the morning to the time we rest our heads at night, countless opportunities present themselves. Yet, despite this abundance of choice, it's rare that we consistently choose the actions we know are in our best interest. Consider the daily struggle. We might plan to hit the gym after work, battling fatigue and the allure of the couch. We might resist the siren call of the vending machine, despite the growl of our stomach, and opt for a healthier snack. But maintaining this level of discipline is no small feat. It's challenging to check off every task on our list of should-dos and avoid the temptations on our list of should-nots. Inevitably, we find ourselves making excuses. Perhaps we convince ourselves that skipping the gym just this once is acceptable because it's been an exhausting day. Or we justify indulging in a chocolate bar from the vending machine, rationalizing that we've earned a reward for our good behavior last week. This scenario raises a crucial question. If we know what it takes to get in shape, launch that business, write that book, nurture better relationships, quit smoking, or achieve any other goal we aspire to, what is it that holds us back? The answer lies in the inner conflict between discipline and desire, between discipline and impulse. In this battle, the stronger force almost always prevails. It's unrealistic to expect ourselves to be free from desires or impulses. Therefore, our challenge is to cultivate a level of discipline so robust that it becomes the dominant force, guiding us through the myriad choices we face each day and leading us toward the lives we aspire to live. Stoicism, an ancient school of Hellenistic philosophy, originated over 2,000 years ago under the bright sun of ancient Athens. It was here that Zeno of Citium gathered with his fellow Athenians in the bustling heart of the city to explore profound questions about how to live a good and happy life. Their discussions and reflections birthed Stoic philosophy, a way of thinking and living that has endured the test of time and remains relevant today. But you might wonder, what does this ancient wisdom have to do with discipline, and how can it help me stick to my 4-day-a-week gym routine? That's a great question. The Stoics developed several core principles designed to shape and scrutinize our thoughts, effectively cutting through the excuses we often make for ourselves. These principles help dismantle the stories we tell ourselves to justify our lack of discipline. Among these principles, 4 stand out as particularly powerful tools for personal development: the dichotomy of control, the path of virtue, the art of acceptance, and mindfulness. Each of these can be viewed through the lens of Stoic philosophy to guide us in doing the right thing, even in the face of laziness, doubt, and discomfort. Before we dive into these principles, let's first clarify what we mean by discipline. Discipline, in the Stoic sense, is more than just adhering to a routine or meeting a set of goals. It's about cultivating a mindset that prioritizes what is within our control and letting go of what is not. It's about striving to live virtuously, accepting life's challenges with equanimity, and maintaining mindfulness in our daily actions. Through this lens, discipline becomes a way of life, a steady compass guiding us toward our best selves despite the myriad distractions and temptations that seek to lead us astray. So, as we explore these Stoic rules, consider how they can transform your approach to discipline. Imagine how understanding the dichotomy of control can help you focus your energy on what truly matters, or how following the path of virtue can align your actions with your highest values. Reflect on how the art of acceptance can bring peace to your struggles, and how mindfulness can keep you grounded and present in your pursuits. Together, these principles offer a comprehensive framework for building the discipline needed not just to stick to your gym routine, but to enhance every aspect of your life. The concept of discipline often carries a negative connotation in our daily lives. It looms over us like a tyrant, ready to strike when we falter or fail to meet expectations. It's a word that conjures images of rigid compliance, the suppression of our desires, and an unyielding adherence to rules, whether self-imposed or dictated by others. This harsh perception leads many to shy away from discipline, finding it easier to ignore its necessity and continue in familiar patterns rather than summon the willpower to change, resist the lure of the couch, the endless streaming of Netflix, or the convenience of a pizza delivery app. Yet, what if we could reframe our understanding of discipline? Instead of viewing it as a tyrant, we could see it as a benevolent guide. Discipline, when embraced positively, fosters our well-being, steers us toward lasting happiness, and empowers us to realize our potential. It's a skill that can be honed over time, and as we cultivate it, mastery becomes progressively easier. At its essence, discipline is about making deliberate choices, selecting one path over another. By consciously choosing the path aligned with our core values, we naturally steer ourselves toward our goals and the individuals we aspire to be. Without discipline, we risk becoming lost in the labyrinth of life, swayed by fleeting desires, whims, impulses, and passions. Conversely, with discipline, we gain the resilience to stay on course, effectively navigating the distractions that might derail us. Discipline isn't about depriving ourselves of pleasure or comfort. It's about liberating ourselves from the chains of impulsivity and desire that threaten to dominate our thoughts and actions. It frees us from living a life dictated by external influences and impulsive reactions, allowing us to make choices that reflect our true intentions and aspirations. So, let us delve into what Stoicism offers in terms of discipline. This ancient philosophy provides valuable insights and principles that can help us reshape our perception of discipline. It teaches us to see discipline not as a form of oppression, but as a pathway to freedom, enabling us to lead a life of purpose and intention. By adopting Stoic principles, we can transform discipline into a supportive ally, guiding us toward a more fulfilling and self-directed life. 1. The dichotomy of control. The dichotomy of control is a fundamental principle of Stoic philosophy, eloquently expounded by the ancient philosopher Epictetus. This concept creates a clear division between the aspects of life over which we have control and those we do not. Epictetus posited that there is no middle ground. Our control is absolute only over our thoughts, actions, beliefs, and judgments. Everything else, from the behaviors and beliefs of others to uncontrollable external factors like the weather, traffic, the economy, time, and even the physical condition of our bodies, lies beyond our control. Understanding this distinction is pivotal for leading a more effective and fulfilling life. When we correctly identify the areas within our control, we can channel our energy and efforts into them, thereby becoming more resilient, confident, and resourceful. Conversely, failing to grasp this distinction leads us to squander our time and energy attempting to change the unchangeable, inevitably resulting in frustration, bitterness, resentment, and overall dissatisfaction with life. So, how does this ancient wisdom relate to the concept of discipline? By applying the dichotomy of control, we can discern whether the obstacles we face are external or internal. If external factors hinder us, such as the absence of a nearby gym when trying to get in shape, we must learn to accept these limitations and find ways to work within them. Instead of wasting energy on frustration and lamentation, we can take proactive steps within our control, such as acquiring basic gym equipment for home use or exploring bodyweight exercises. Acceptance of what we cannot change, coupled with a proactive approach to what we can, enables us to overcome external barriers effectively. Internal barriers, however, require a different approach. Often, our struggle with discipline stems from our internal thought processes. It's common to fabricate stories that justify behavior driven by impulse and desire, allowing our passions to override rational decision-making. Developing self-awareness is crucial in combating this. By becoming self-aware, we can catch ourselves in the act of self-deception and recognize the patterns in our thinking that undermine our discipline. For instance, suppose we frequently skip workouts by convincing ourselves we're too tired or busy. Recognizing these excuses as impulses rather than truths allows us to reframe our mindset. By reaffirming the importance of our goals and the necessary actions to achieve them, we can change our behavior to align with our values and aspirations. Self-awareness enables us to identify these patterns and make conscious choices that reinforce our discipline. Thus, the dichotomy of control not only aids us in managing external circumstances but also empowers us to master our internal landscape. It's a powerful tool that can transform our approach to discipline. By focusing our efforts on what we can control and accepting what we cannot, we liberate ourselves from frustration and gain the ability to shape our lives with intention and purpose. Imagine standing at the crossroads of your life, with one path leading towards impulsive, reactive behavior dictated by external forces and fleeting desires, and the other towards a disciplined, intentional life driven by your core values and conscious choices. The dichotomy of control is your guide, illuminating the path of discipline and resilience. By embracing this principle, you can navigate life's complexities with confidence and clarity, ensuring that your actions reflect your true self and aspirations. As we delve deeper into the practical applications of this Stoic principle, consider how it can reshape your daily routine, enhance your decision-making, and ultimately lead to a more fulfilling and empowered life. The dichotomy of control is not just a philosophical concept, but a practical guide to living a life of purpose, resilience, and unwavering discipline. 2. The path of virtue. The Stoics held a profound belief that virtue is the highest good, and any behavior that conflicts with virtue is inherently evil. This ancient philosophy teaches that by embodying virtue in our daily lives, we can naturally navigate toward a life filled with happiness, contentment, and a positive spirit. Conversely, when we abandon virtue and succumb to desires that pull us away from virtuous behavior, we become ensnared by guilt, pain, envy, and other negative emotions, leading to a life of unhappiness and suffering. The Stoics identified 4 cardinal virtues that serve as a compass for living a good life: wisdom, temperance, courage, and justice. Wisdom, in the Stoic sense, transcends mere intellectual understanding and encompasses practical insight. It is the ability to navigate life's complexities, make informed decisions, and discern what is genuinely valuable. Wisdom includes viewing the world objectively, recognizing it for what it truly is rather than what we wish it to be. This virtue involves understanding that some things are within our control while others are not, distinguishing between good, bad, and indifferent. For Stoics, virtue is the only true good, vice is the only true evil, and everything else falls into the realm of indifference. Wisdom also embraces the acceptance that everything around us adheres to the laws of nature, and wishing for things to be different is essentially wishing for nature's laws to change. Courage, from a Stoic perspective, extends beyond physical bravery to include moral courage, the strength to uphold one's ethical convictions in the face of adversity or societal pressure. It is about maintaining dignity and integrity regardless of circumstances. Stoic courage involves the willingness to confront life's realities, including suffering and death, without yielding to excessive fear or distress. This doesn't mean the absence of fear or distress, but rather not allowing these emotions to control us more than necessary. Courage, therefore, is the ability to endure and act rightly, even when faced with daunting challenges. Justice in Stoic philosophy is rooted in fairness, kindness, and recognizing the inherent dignity and value of all human beings. It implies an active commitment to contributing to the welfare of society and maintaining social harmony. Justice involves treating every individual with respect and consideration, regardless of their status or behavior, acknowledging that we are all part of a larger community of rational beings. This virtue compels us to act with equity and compassion, fostering a more cohesive and empathetic society. Temperance, also known as moderation or self-control, is the virtue that regulates our desires and impulses. Closely linked to discipline, temperance is about achieving balance and harmony in life. It ensures that our appetites and emotions do not dominate our actions but are instead responded to in a measured and mindful manner. By practicing temperance, we contribute not only to our personal growth but also to the well-being of others. This virtue empowers us to make thoughtful decisions, resist overindulgence, and maintain a steady course toward our goals. By integrating these Stoic virtues into our behavior, we cultivate a disciplined life and move closer to a state of enduring happiness and fulfillment. Wisdom helps us make better decisions by understanding what we can and cannot control. Courage enables us to face challenges head-on without being overwhelmed by fear. Justice ensures that we treat others with fairness and respect, promoting social harmony. Temperance helps us maintain self-control, preventing our desires from leading us astray. Together, these virtues create a robust framework for personal development and societal contribution. They guide us not just toward a disciplined life, but toward a well-lived one. The path of virtue, as laid out by the Stoics, is not merely about adhering to ethical principles, but about transforming our lives and the lives of those around us. It is a journey toward becoming the best versions of ourselves, capable of navigating the trials and tribulations of life with grace and resilience. By embracing the Stoic virtues, we embark on a path that leads to genuine contentment, peace, and a profound sense of purpose. 3. The Stoic art of acceptance. The Stoics firmly believed that acceptance is a crucial component of any personal philosophy. But how does acceptance, which might seem like a passive approach to life, contribute to the active pursuit of building discipline? To fully grasp this connection, we must delve deeper into acceptance as an active endeavor rather than a passive resignation to the whims of the world around us. Acceptance, in the Stoic sense, is not about surrendering and passively allowing life to happen. Instead, it is about actively acknowledging and confronting the reality of our circumstances, recognizing things as they are, and moving forward with that understanding. Rather than complaining about the state of the world and wishing for change, Stoic acceptance teaches us to acknowledge certain unchangeable realities. This mindset helps prevent unnecessary frustration and fosters a resilient peace of mind, which is essential for maintaining discipline. Discipline, at its core, is a continuous commitment to specific and deliberate behaviors that align our lives with our long-term goals and values. The practice of acceptance aids us in staying true to this path, even when we encounter obstacles along the way. With acceptance, we don't waste time dwelling on the hurdles. We see them for what they are, accept them, and then find a way to overcome them. Consider the disciplined pursuit of physical fitness. Unforeseen circumstances such as an injury or a sudden change in routine can disrupt our regimen. However, through acceptance, we shift our focus from the uncontrollable event, the injury or change, to what we can control, our personal response. This mindset allows us to adapt our exercise routine, accommodate the change, and continue our discipline despite the interruption. Acceptance nurtures this skill of adaptable resilience, a trait closely connected to maintaining discipline. Moreover, practicing acceptance helps us manage our emotional reactions, thereby supporting consistency in our disciplined efforts. Disappointments or setbacks often trigger negative emotions, which can lead us to abandon our disciplined routines. However, acceptance allows us to observe these emotions without being overwhelmed by them. We learn to accept our feelings without letting them dictate our actions. For example, if we face a professional setback, rather than succumbing to frustration or despair, we acknowledge our disappointment and focus on actionable steps we can take to improve. This emotional management ensures that our discipline remains steady and unwavering. Acceptance also plays a vital role in fostering a growth mindset. By accepting that failures and setbacks are a natural part of the journey, we become more open to learning from our experiences. This openness transforms challenges into opportunities for growth and improvement. When we accept that we cannot control every outcome, we become more resilient in the face of adversity. This resilience is essential for maintaining discipline over the long term, as it prevents us from being derailed by temporary setbacks. Furthermore, acceptance helps us cultivate a sense of inner peace and contentment. By recognizing and accepting the limitations of our control, we reduce the stress and anxiety that often accompany the pursuit of perfection. This peace of mind creates a stable foundation for disciplined action. For instance, in the context of personal relationships, accepting that we cannot change others allows us to focus on our behavior and responses, leading to healthier and more constructive interactions. This approach not only enhances our relationships but also reinforces our commitment to discipline by removing unnecessary distractions and emotional turmoil. In essence, the Stoic art of acceptance is not about passive resignation but about active engagement with reality. It empowers us to face life's challenges with a clear and focused mind, maintaining our discipline even in the face of adversity. By embracing acceptance, we cultivate the strength to adapt, the resilience to persevere, and the wisdom to differentiate between what we can and cannot control. This profound understanding transforms acceptance into a powerful ally in our journey toward a disciplined and fulfilling life. As we incorporate this Stoic principle into our daily lives, we become better equipped to navigate the complexities of existence, steadily advancing towards our goals with grace and determination. 4. Mindfulness. Mindfulness, the fourth practice on our list, is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy that is often overlooked in modern interpretations. At first glance, mindfulness and discipline might appear to be unlikely companions. However, when we delve deeper into the philosophy, we can see that they are intrinsically linked, like two sides of the same coin. To understand the nature of this connection, we must first explore the basics of what we mean by mindfulness. Mindfulness, with roots in both Stoic philosophy and Eastern traditions, is about cultivating our ability to engage fully in the present moment, being acutely aware of our thoughts as they arise and cognizant of our actions as we perform them. The opposite of mindfulness is being caught up in thoughts about the past, future, or hypothetical scenarios, leaving us with no mental space to focus on the here and now. At this point, you might be wondering, how does mindfulness relate to discipline? To answer this, let's consider discipline as the deliberate choice of one action over another. The ability to recognize our thoughts and emotions in real time allows us to prevent these very thoughts and emotions from dragging us into behaviors that contradict our values and goals. Mindfulness and awareness enable us to catch these impulses as they occur and empower us to reject them. Consider the discipline required to maintain a healthy diet. Mindfulness allows us to be fully aware of our eating habits, to notice the impulse to reach for an unnecessary snack, to savor each bite, and to recognize when we are full and satisfied. This heightened awareness helps fortify our discipline by allowing us to adhere to our dietary choices despite momentary temptations. Furthermore, mindfulness encourages us to remain focused on the present task, a trait critical to discipline. It anchors us in the present moment, enabling us to engage fully in our current activity. This focus enhances our productivity and effectiveness, improving the quality of our disciplined routines. Mindfulness also plays a crucial role in managing stress and emotional turmoil. By being present and aware, we can observe our reactions to stressful situations without being overwhelmed by them. This emotional regulation is essential for maintaining discipline, as it prevents us from making impulsive decisions driven by stress or anxiety. For instance, if we are working on a challenging project and feel overwhelmed, mindfulness allows us to acknowledge our stress, take a deep breath, and refocus on the task at hand rather than succumbing to distractions. Moreover, mindfulness fosters a deeper understanding of our motivations and desires. By regularly practicing mindfulness, we become more attuned to our inner drives and can better distinguish between fleeting impulses and genuine aspirations. This self-awareness is vital for setting and achieving long-term goals. When we understand what truly matters to us, we are more likely to stay disciplined and committed to our pursuits. In addition to its immediate benefits, mindfulness has long-term positive effects on our overall well-being. Regular mindfulness practice has been shown to reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety, improve emotional regulation, and enhance overall life satisfaction. These benefits create a supportive environment for maintaining discipline, as a stable and positive mental state makes it easier to stick to our routines and goals. By integrating mindfulness with acceptance, the path of virtue, and the dichotomy of control, we create a comprehensive framework for discipline that is resilient, adaptable, and deeply rooted in philosophical wisdom. These principles guide us not only in our day-to-day actions, but also in our long-term goals, ensuring that we live a life of purpose, integrity, and fulfillment. In conclusion, mindfulness is not just a practice of being present. It is a powerful tool that enhances our discipline by fostering self-awareness, emotional regulation, and focused engagement in our activities. By embracing mindfulness, we strengthen our ability to make deliberate choices that align with our values and aspirations, leading us toward a more disciplined, purposeful, and fulfilling life. And there you have it, a deep dive into the art of discipline through the lens of Stoic philosophy. By integrating the dichotomy of control, the path of virtue, acceptance, and mindfulness into your daily routine, you can transform the way you approach your goals and challenges. Remember, discipline isn't about deprivation, it's about empowerment and making choices that align with your deepest values. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from these insights. Don't forget to subscribe to Orion Philosophy for more content on practical philosophy and self-improvement. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. And if you have any thoughts or questions, leave them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time as we continue exploring the wisdom of the ages and how it can help us lead better, more fulfilling lives. Stay disciplined, stay focused, and stay true to yourself. See you in the next video.